Hey guys, welcome back to Random Adventures. Today I want to show you this SIZZLEBK S400 26 by 4 inch fat tire electric bike. The bike does have a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery, and it does output 1300 watts of peak power on the rear hub drive motor. This is considered an off-road cruiser style bike. The bike does have a claimed range of up to 65 miles of range. That's going to be using low power levels and a lot of pedal assist. We're going to take it out here and ride it a little bit faster and see what we can get on it. First we'll take a look at these 26 by 4 inch fat tires. They are Chow Yang branded tires. They do come with kind of a knobby off-road tread pattern. Up here in the front you get your dual crown fork suspension. There are no adjustments. There's your little headlight beam. We'll take a look at that outside. And the bike does come with plastic fenders. You do get some mounting points up here on the front for a basket. You do get some mounting points down here on the frame for a water bottle. This is the step-over style frame. The bike is also available in the step-through style frame. This bike is available in white or black. It does say S400 down here on the frame. Also says electric bicycle right there with some blue accents. Your 48 volt 15 amp hour battery is tucked up here in the frame, and this is removable with a key on the other side. Take a look at your crankset. You do get the double-sided chain guard. You get some long crank arms. The bike does have metal pedals. They are Nico branded metal pedals. Back here in the rear you do get your Shimano tourney derailleur. You also get 7 gears on your Shimano cassette. The bike also comes with a rear rack. It is a little bit on the smaller side of rear racks, but it's plenty of room to put your bag on. It does say 25 kilograms max load. Here's a look at your seat. It's kind of a stylish looking seat. It does have some padding. We'll test this out on the ride. It does feel a little bit firm. The bike comes with Radius branded hydraulic disc brakes. You do get 180 millimeter disc rotors front and rear, so this thing's going to have some great stopping power. This is where your battery charging port is. It is a 5mm style charger. The battery can be charged on the bike, or you can remove the battery using this key and take the battery off, charge it off the bike. Let's take a look at the handlebars. You do get your Radius branded hydraulic brake levers. These are pretty nice brake levers, and they are adjustable right here. You do get some rounded rubber hand grips. The bike has a thumb throttle over here on the left side. Let's power the bike up and look at the display. It is a blue and white colored display. You get your pedal assist level, you get your miles per hour, you get your battery life. The bike does come with 5 levels of pedal assist right out of the box. This bike ships out to you with a top speed of 20 miles per hour. A little bit later in the ride, I will show you how to unlock that up to 28 miles per hour. You do get the Nico branded headset. There's not really any adjustment on these handlebars. They're just a straight handlebars. Over here on the right side, you do get this twist 7-speed gear shifter. I did try this out already. This thing shifts rather nice. This is a pretty big bike, guys, but it does say on the website that it can fit riders from 5'3" up to 6'4". This is the seat on minimum. I am 6 foot tall, and I do have 32-inch inseams. Let's see how I fit on the bike. I do have a couple inches below me with my 32-inch inseams. Nice and low. This is what the seat looks like on maximum. It's really high. I'm not even going to attempt to get on this. If you were riding the bike with the seat this high, you're going to be leaned over on the handlebars a little bit more mountain bike style. Alright guys, let's take this thing out for a ride. Alright guys, we're out here on the SIZZLEBK S400. It's called the S400 because it has a 400-pound weight limit. Let's go through these pedal assist levels. This is pedal assist level 1. It's giving us 8 miles per hour. Pedal assist level 2. Brings you up to about 12 miles per hour. Gonna have to shift gears here. This one does have the twist gear shift lever. Not really been a big fan of this style, but this one seems to work pretty well actually. Let's do pedal assist 3. Brings you up to a nice 14 mile per hour. Pretty good cruising speed. All right, let's shift a little bit farther. We're in gear 5 now. The shifter works really well actually. Pedal assist 4. Just gave us a little bump up there. Brought us up to 16 miles per hour. So this thing has a claimed top speed of 28 miles per hour, so that's going to be a pretty big bump up between 4 and 5 then. I'm not sure if that top speed needs to be unlocked, but we'll find out when we get up here. Wow, we just went up the big hill. This thing has some torque, guys. We went up the big hill there. This thing didn't even really slow down much at all. This is a 1300 watt motor, and it's supposed to have 90 Newton meters of torque. The gearing is really nice on this bike. I'm in 7th gear and I can easily pedal at 20 miles an hour here. Still got a lot of pedaling left. The way it feels, you'll probably be able to pedal all the way up to 28 miles per hour. Looks like the speedometer is dead on accurate here, showing us the right speed on board and on that radar gun. So, as I say, that's always a great feature when the speedometer matches up with the radar gun. No hands needed. The bike is very stable. Even with the power on, I could probably ride like this all day long. It's not too jumpy or anything crazy. All right, let's flip around here. We'll take a run at this other radar gun and see what the top speed is. Seems like we might have to use throttle. Let's do a acceleration run while we're at it. Like I said, this bike is pretty torquey. Let's go. There's 20. So yeah, the bike is locked to 20 miles an hour out of the box. So that is our current top speed. Let me try to remember how to unlock this kind, and we'll take another run at it. But as you can see there, 20 on board, 20 on the radar gun. So the speedo is accurate. Let me pull over and recall how to unlock this. I've unlocked about 3 of these in the past, so. All right, guys, we're gonna unlock this bike. I have figured out how to do it, and I have done this procedure 2 or 3 times on other bikes, so this one's a little tricky. You gotta hold the left brake lever. You need to press the power, the plus and minus, all at the same time. So good luck with that. It'll come to the flashing. Put your speed up. Press the plus and minus again. Get to the P settings. Headlight button. Get to the P3 and change this 0 to a 1. That should be it. The bike should be unlocked. I'm going to power it down and then power it back up. Let's try this out here. I'm on the kickstand. Get up to 5. See if we can hit 28 miles an hour now. There you go. The bike is unlocked. So that's not the easiest procedure there is. At least you can do this just mechanically without the app, and I do like that. All right, guys, let's try that speed. We'll go back up here to the radar gun and give this thing another go. Let's try that acceleration run again too, just in case it gave us any more juice here. All right, pretty flat right here. All right, throttle only. Let's keep going. We'll see what she'll do. I'm in the upright position. I'm not doing any tuck or anything, so. 27, 28, 28 on the radar gun. It was showing 27 on board and 28 on the radar gun, so there you go, guys. The bike will do the claimed top speed. No problem. Let's do a little brake test here from just about 15. These are radius hydraulic brakes. And they are strong, guys. These are big 26 by 4 inch tires. And if the brakes are strong enough to lock up 26 by 4 inch tires with all that weight and momentum that they have, that means they're pretty strong brakes. They feel pretty good, and I like the levers. They feel pretty good in your hand. You can kind of rest your fingers up here on them. They're not too far away or anything crazy like some other brakes that go way out here, and you know. They do seem to be adjustable. I see some small adjustments here on the sides. So you probably can adjust those levers. This bike is actually a bit of a beast, guys. It's a pretty big, hefty bike. Let's go through the park here. Maybe I should shift. You sit up pretty high on this bike. This is a big bike, guys. Hit the big hill here. Looks like we got rain on the horizon, man. This front suspension is pretty soft. There's no adjustments on it, but it feels pretty good. So this bike can easily do some light off-roading like this. It does have 1,300 watts peak power and 90 Newton meters of torque. Let's try to get up this steep hill here. Wow, that's pretty impressive, guys, because I mean, I came at it with a running start, but I hit the steep part of that hill, and it was a lot steeper than I was really expecting. But the bike took us right up. Yeah, I guess I decided to come out here and put this thing to the test. I wasn't even expecting to do this. Here's a real steep hill that most bikes cannot make it up. I gotta kind of come at an angle to it. How about this right here? Dude, I actually let off the power because I had so much speed going. The bike totally would have made that. I chickened out because I was doing high speed right towards a tree. Let me tone this down a little bit. This thing's kind of beast moding us out here. I am surprised with the level of power. I've had a lot of bikes lately that claim 1,000 watts, 1,200 watts, and have been pretty disappointing. They're just 750 watt bikes, and they just make claims about them that are just not accurate. This thing definitely feels like it has that level of power. Let's run out here, check the lake. This is probably one of the most risky places I ride because there's a lot of small trees that have been chopped, and one of these is just dying to puncture my wheels. All right, there's the lake, guys. I went right through a spider web. It's all over me. Let's go right across the little dam while I'm dodging these pokey little tree stumps. Nice. I can say I actually like the seat that's on this bike too. I had another bike just a couple days ago, and the seat was, just say it was rough, man, rough. But I told you guys in the video that you need to get a new seat. So I always make sure to say whether or not I like the seat. And I'm pretty picky on the seats, really, because I'm just not into the little skinny little bike seats. Check that out. I want to run over there. Never been down there. It looks like it's just inviting me right now, but it does mean I need to cross this little creek down here. The weather has been not too rainy, so maybe it's dry. Either way, we got the power. I'm gonna try to go I'm gonna go through the grass so we don't get the mud. Yeah, I went right through the high grass. This is very interesting. I didn't even know you could go this way. So check this out, guys. No idea whose property this is, though. But I don't see any signs or anything. This might just be city land or county land. Don't go real fast when you've never been somewhere before, because you never know what you're gonna ride up on. Guys, I think I'm gonna stop right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spiders all posted up right here. 6. There's another one right there if you can see them. I'm not gonna knock them down. One of these days, though, I'm gonna come back over here and knock some spiders down if I have to, and see what's down the rest of this path, because it's actually pretty nice and pretty rideable. The one downside to this path is a lot of times that creek has water in it, and I just won't be able to get over here without, getting all muddy. Pretty awesome, though. It might go all the way around that lake. So yeah, I'm gonna hit back through this tall grass, keep the tires clean for today. We are cruising on pedal assist 2. Now we should be able to drive straight out of here. Stop here for a second and take a look. Does this thing... So this bike is a hardtail in the rear, and it only has the front suspension. But I'm telling you, it's riding pretty well over these bumps. Like, not painful at all. I don't know if it's all the seat. The seat is like a nice gel seat, so that is really nice. It might be that seat that's saving me, but it might be those 26 by 4 inch tires just taking up a lot of the damaging bumps. Feels pretty good, guys. You got your little rack in the back. It's not very big, but it's definitely all you need to put your bike rack, bag, trunk, or something on here. And it is a solid rack. Let me check on this weather, guys. This thunder seems to be getting closer. So supposedly there's 40-mile-per-hour wind coming. I think I can kind of hear it off in the distance, like the treetops are starting to really rustle. This bike's got the power, guys. Even on that pedal assist 2, I can just feel the power. All right, check out our weather there. Storms to the north. I'm gonna power it up and hit this hill again. All right, guys, we're gonna take this bike on home. The weather has got a little crazy. I feel some raindrops. I'm not scared of the raindrops, but some lightning striking pretty close. There you go, you hear that? So by unlocking the bike, it did not change the pedal assist levels. Pedal assist level 4 still gives you 18. And so 5 gives you a really big bump in power over 4. Although 40-mile-an-hour winds they predicted, I don't think we can outrun that at 28. Might be able to outrun the core of the storm though before it gets to us. Woohoo! Well, looks like I'm gonna be wet. All right, guys, the rain is over. I got totally soaked. I had to change everything. Shoes, socks, underwear, helmet, camera mount, everything. And actually it's pretty nice out here now. And yeah, I wasn't done riding. We've only put 8 miles on the bike so far. I was having a lot of fun before that storm came. So yeah, I'm gonna run around here, run back to town, I guess. Put some more miles on the bike. Still showing 4 bars. See what we can get out of this 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery. This setup is typically gonna be good for about 25 miles. This is what happened to me earlier. I was just out here enjoying riding this bike so much that I didn't want to go home. And what happened? I ended up caught up in the storm. So that's telling you something. This bike's pretty enjoyable to ride. I think I'm gonna run up here to the store and back before I head home. That'll give us a few extra miles on this battery. It's down to 3 bars now. Sitting at 11 miles. If you were milking it out, pedal assist 2 or something like that, putting in more of your own pedaling, you probably could get that up to 30, 35 miles of range if you really tried hard. The deers are out today, man. They must like the rain or something. All right, guys, let me go in this store real quick, load up my backpack with some snacks, then we'll head on home. I keep forgetting to bring bike locks. Luckily, this is a pretty safe area. All right, guys, let's see. We've done 17 miles. Looks like we've dropped down to 2 bars. So that's pretty consistent. And what I was saying, that this bike will probably get about 25 miles of range with this 15 amp hour battery. Had a nice ride on the bike. I was actually quite surprised by the amount of power and torque that this bike has. You hear that little rattle? You see that I lost my bolt right here. That happened to me in the last mile, so if somehow this bolt wasn't tight, I'm gonna have to find a replacement bolt for that, but that's a pretty simple thing. I must not have checked it when I was assembling it or something, so that's on me for not checking my bolt tightness. The bike does come with a little headlight in the front, but it's one of those small but bright little headlights. Other than that, there is no more lights on the bike. You don't get any turn signals or tail light on this one. You do get a little reflector back here in the back. Other than that, guys, I had a really nice ride on this SIZZLEBK S400. If you need a 400-pound weight capacity bike, or just if you just want a nice heavy-duty bike that rides well, this might be the one for you. I will put the link for this bike in the description below the video if this is the bike for you. Please hit like and subscribe on the video for more content like this, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.